So this is fresh out of the ground. Kate just found it. And we think that this might be from the Jurassic, and we're standing on all sorts of Jurassic material that's been moved around in which the mammoth remains have ended up. But this tiny little thing might be a tooth of either a fish or a marine reptile. What do you think, Sally?
Yes, because you can see that it's got that shiny surface, hasn't it? And then the lines are in there.
It's got good texture.
Sorry, just tickling your hand then.
So what we'll do is we'll put that in a little bag, we'll give it a number, and I'll take it over to the Jurassic team and see what they think.
Is there any way that you can test, or a shortcut way to tell that it's, like a bone or...
Well, it's not a twig, it's not something soft, because if you tap it against your tooth, it gives a nice sort of stony sound to it. It's really, really hard and mineralised.
Just like tapping your teeth against your teeth in your mouth?
Yeah, exactly
Get that click.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, now it's dry and you can see the patterns on it, can't you?
Snapped off.
Yeah.
Gosh,
cool.
All this sediment being
Good eyes.
saved, isn't it?
Yeah, well spotted. So have you got a small bag, Sally?
Yep.
Or are you going to put it in a bigger bag?
Much bigger bag
yeah,
than
so it doesn't get lost.
necessary.
Okay, no, that's
I've
fine.
got.
That's fine. If you pop it in there, and then we'll give it a number.
Okay, this has just been found. I'm very excited because I work with plesiosaurs, and this is a tiny plesiosaur tooth. So when I look at it through the lens, I can see little striations, which are typical. I can also see that it's slightly flattened on one side. And that's very exciting for me because I know there is a plesiosaur in the Calaways with teeth which are slightly flattened, and it's a taxon which hasn't been described yet. So I know the species exists, and this is a tooth of it, and it comes from the Calaways. So that is incredibly exciting for me. It's a wonderful find. Sometimes little things carry a lot of weight.
Is it even more surprising given that it was found by the side of what we think is a mammoth bone?
Not particularly, because we know a lot of Calaways material is washed down the channel. So we find this is one of the places you find ammonites and mammoth bone together. Don't tell the creationists. But it's basically material washed out of the Calaways, come down the channel and then lodged up with the mammoth bones. So it's all part of the picture that's developing here of there's probably a whole series of river channels, often with their base the Calaways rock, which is rock which is underlying all of this. And now we're beginning to build up the picture that the fractures, the slight slips in the rock are actually controlling the flow of the river, controlling the landscape here. So we're finding in the upper part there, we're finding much more faster flowing river with smashed bones lodged between the rocks and the hand axe, of course. Here we're finding it's more of the slower, so bigger bones are deposited. We don't have that same degree of destruction, shall we say. So we're getting multiple river channels with Calaways material, including this wonderful little tooth, which has got me very excited.